So this advanced sharing, it just doesn't work for me. I don't know why. Okay, like you think it would. Okay, because this ought to say Spike C23 over here. For some reason, it's not. You try to hit this refresh thing. It starts sweeping across here like that with the green thing, but it don't find it. All right, so here's how you get around that problem. Is right-click this PC, click Manage, click Services and Applications, double-click Services. You gotta find a service here called, make sure the DNS client service is running here. DNS client, make sure that's running. And then come down, find one called Function. Sucks so bad the way they got this here. Function Discovery Resource Publication. This has got to be running here, man. We can just click and start it here. When I do that, now again, look over here. Got the whiteout working here. God damn it! Fuck! Why can't I see that stuff? Jesus Christ! Now I'm gonna hold my camera over here on Spike L60. God, it's killing me why you can't see that. Okay, that's better. Oh yeah. Okay. Make this shit work. And I'm going to click over here. I'm going to start the service over here with my other hand here. Watch it. Boom. See, it came right up like that on this other computer here. Okay? That's how you do it, man. You got to start that service up manually. I don't know. Now you can double click it here like this. And change the startup type to automatic delayed start. That should make it so every time it reboots, it should just come up like that. Hopefully, okay. All right. And now you see here it is. It found it. It found it, and down here it should show them as well. Yeah. See now, finally it's starting to show these guys. All right. So now that we can't connect to Spike L60, which is our ANS host, okay? That's all we had to do is get to the goddamn ANS host. Because if you're on a network, you know, and you got a Windows 10 box, you saw what we did so far. Now all you have to do now is access the host computer here, all right? And it asks for some credentials here. And you're going to have to know this, right? And that's it's owner. You know, that's just to show you that, you know, my little thing about having that the name of the account had to be Spike C NN, where NN was the group number. It doesn't have to be that way. I got Spike L60. Actually, the account is owner. It's not Spike. It's not Spike L60 like or Spike C60 or anything like that. Just to show you that you don't really have to follow this convention I've got. The reason I like you to follow is if you get a big configuration of a whole bunch of nodes of computers, it's just easier to do things this way, to know what you're doing, okay? All right. So go ahead and say okay. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know why I said that. Now we're at Spike L60 now, okay? And I've already showed you this already. We share this file here. This is nothing new. If you haven't seen this before, then you have to go back and look at some previous videos I've got, okay? Go to ANS home, okay? And now there's a folder here. This is an example folder to show you how to do this connectivity. This is the kit I'm talking about, okay? So the kit, I mean, it would be part of the host kit, right? Because you want to, you're remote, you want to slap onto that host and access it, and so you want to get this kit from the host. So go ahead and say copy. All right, and we're going to copy this guy into. I'm going to get another one of these guys going here if I can. Nope, that's better. That's actually better right there, man. Okay. File Explorer, Documents. Want to put it in the Documents folder. Okay. And then we're gonna extract it right here. Extract all. Take default here. Okay. This is my kit here, and unlike the last setup I had where there was a folder called testing. Everything was under testing. If you look at that testing folder, I still follow that same general convention of the way these files are named. Okay. So there's their name in alphanumeric ordering, by file name. Okay, and like I was telling you, I've actually got a lot of good documentation here. But I'm going to walk you through an install right now, how to actually install the middleware. Okay. Okay, this is a text document, and it's kind of like a how to do everything here. I actually was reading to you this at the beginning. I read a lot of that to you, and so it just tells you what to do, what these files are, and so we'll just go ahead and do it here, okay? The one we have to, in order to install it, here's what you want to do. You want to right-click this one here. It's called AAA Oracle MessageQ install. Right-click that and run as admin. Alrighty. Oh, we're back to our last century technology here. Okay. It just tells you have to run this with admin privs. And, remember the enter key is our friend here. You can't use the mouse on this, okay? God darn. Shit, man, I don't know. I'm getting pissed off about it. You can't see shit again here. But, alright. So hit the enter key. Tells you that it's going to try to install this DLL. Hit the enter key again. Alright, it didn't work. It's a problem. So, like, oh shit, user error. I didn't really want to extract it into the subfolder here. I really wanted to copy this stuff right to directly into the documents folder, so I didn't extract it right. Well, we'll get out of that. We'll just copy all this. We'll say cut. We'll go up one level and paste it back. And we don't even need this folder here anymore. We'll just delete this. Okay. Alright, so now let's start again here. Make sure I got our names right. Alright, right here. Okay, right click, run as admin. Yeah. Okay. Enter key. Okay, enter key again. Hey, that's better. Okay. It's showing me a to and from here. And it's hit enter again. And hit it again. And there, bing, 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 bing. You can't fucking see it for some goddamn reason. But it says DLL register and was successful. So the first thing we had to do was successful. Man, you can't see shit here. Well, we have to click OK. Alright. And then it says, press any key to continue. Okay. And what it actually did, you can't really see what it actually did. But it actually executed this thing here. And what it actually did, I'm going to go ahead and, okay, hang on a second. I'm going to go ahead and show you some stuff here, which you should know. Which is, you always want to have, if you're going to be working with this last century stuff, you need last century technology. Command prompt is a very, very great tool to use. I use it so much I actually like to, just like the control panel, I like to go ahead and move it onto this line here, okay? So you right click there, and it says more, and it says pin to taskbar. Yeah, pin to taskbar. Now when it's down here, you have to right click it, and then it says, then you have to right click this again, okay? And then run as administrator, okay? If you need to run as administrator, that's how you do it, okay? And the reason I'm showing this is I want to show you something called set. Set, it shows you your environment variables, and what we did here is we created right there, hang on. It didn't do like I thought it would do. It was supposed to invoke this guy directly from here. For some reason it didn't. I don't give a fuck. We'll just right click this and say run as admin. And that should go ahead and do it right. Okay. Alright. Just telling you have to run as admin. Okay. Oh, yeah. See, this says successful. It's actually defining these environment variables. But it's using something called setx, which is part of the Windows PowerShell, which is kind of a new thing they came out with Windows 10. Not really part of the old Windows systems, but it works great. It sets the path variables, and it sets them system-wide for you, okay? Alright, so now, hit enter now. Alright, now, we come down here now, and now when we hit set, it should show us a few things. I think it's defined 4 things. I'll show you what they are. Hang on. Actually, this thing is working the way it should be working, which is, you know, we brought up this window before we actually set the environment variables, okay? So to that old window, it was that's just the way Windows works with the environment variables, okay? That image of them was set in that instance of it, okay? So now we had to start a new instance. Now they're set. Now we type set. We should see some shit now. All right, yeah. Okay. The first thing we did, we got something called. Can you see this here? That's not too bad. Yeah. Okay. Got BEA dir. C program files, BA systems, BA-MessageQ. Now that's not where Oracle would normally install it, right? Well, remember when we installed our system before, our host system, it was supposed to go into C program files, left paren x86 right paren, and we had to take that left paren right x86 left paren out of here to get it installed right. It's going to be the same thing here. The default is actually, for the Oracle installation of this, is C program files Oracle and then OracleMessageQ. That's where Oracle wants to put it. We're not going to put it there. We're not even going to put it where BA puts it on the 64-bit systems. We're going to put it right here, okay? All right. And this environment variable has to be defined in order to do that. So that's why when we ran this procedure here, this setx, it did all that shit for us. Define this stuff, it did it globally and it did it system-wide, okay? So that's one thing is BA-dir, okay? Another thing is DMQ underscore bus ID. Remember I was telling you that you still use DMQ in their names? That's our bus ID 4000. That's our group ID 523. These got defined as well, okay? The last thing that was done was the path variable. Path variable had something added to it. It had this, see right here, it says C program files, BA systems, BMS, backslash, then that's added into it. So those are the four things that we had to do with our environment variables before we can even start to do an install of the software, okay? Now we're ready to do the install of software, all right? All right, here we go for that. All right. So, what we have to do now is, here's the kit that you get from Oracle. So we want to extract that right here, okay? You want to say extract all. This one we actually did want to go into the subfolder here of the here, okay? All right. And now we want to go in here and want to right click, say run as admin, the setup here, okay? Man. Looks good, okay. Yes. This should look familiar, man. It's identical. I swear it's identical to the VA kit. It's identical. All they did was they just changed, versus Oracle, it used to say BA-MessageQ, they just changed to Oracle. That's all they did. They took BA and they substituted for Oracle everywhere. I swear that's all they did, man. But it works. Okay, so now, remember our overrides? Remember our first override was installed without Tuxedo? Yes. And our second override is the folder, remember? And you can see what the default is here. The default is, oh boy, C:/ programs files x86. No, we don't want the x86, right? Get rid of that. Oracle, no, we're gonna move this into BEA systems, and it's not called OracleMessageQ, it's called BEA-MessageQ. Alright, there you go. That's what we had to do. You say OK. That's that folder doesn't exist, so you say yes, go ahead and create it. And pretty much from here out, it's all enter key, right? So move the mouse off to the side here and just use the enter key now, right? Enter. I'm sorry. Hit next on this one. Okay, now it's enter from here on out, okay? Enter. Enter. The ducks are going crazy. And enter to finish it. Alright. Now, just to be on the safe side, let's go ahead and do a reboot right now. I'm gonna let those, some of the stuff has to sink in or whatever. Alright, so reboot time. Alright. So now, let's go ahead and make a shortcut to this. Put it on the desktop, yes. It'll be right here, okay? Alright. Now, here's how you start it up. Well, first of all, okay, alright, so we have to start DMQ up, right? And then we can go ahead and run the remote procedure, okay? But before we do that, let me start the host up over here. And an old Spike L60, right? So, let's see, how am I going to do that? Yeah. I got a testing shortcut over here. I got my start run as admin.